Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. All right, let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
A look at the opening lineup for Florida. We've got Al Horford, and it's Noah in at the center position, locking down the middle. They've got James. He's out there with Williams, and it's Batlle in at the 4-man position. Grant, these are 2 teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Horford passes to Noah. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Williams misses. Now Green. Horford, left side. The turnaround jumper, and he buries his first look.
Hey, you cannot dismiss Horford's mid-range game. I mean, he's more than happy to rise up and splash those mid-range jumpers.
Back to Williams. Here's Batlle. 33 points last game. Pass to Williams. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside, Green. Over to the wing. Here's Horford. And Florida again with a bucket.
You know, we've been watching Horford for long enough to know he will get his points now. This guy is a very consistent scorer.
Williams up top. Green covering. Williams' shot is good. Williams has got 5 now.
Hey, you'll take as many high percentage looks as you can get.
Outside, Green. Brewer, pass to Horford. The fadeaway. And it's Batlle with a rebound.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Pass to Dunleavy. Here's Boozer. Green covering. The kick out to Williams. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. For Florida, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start.
Team foul. Shane Batlle. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Florida moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Florida needs to get off a shot here. Here's Horford.
With his size and mobility, Batlle is an effective defender, and he can be a real problem for an offense.
To the wing on the left. Here's Dunleavy. No made baskets yet. Puts one up from 19. Noah grabs the board. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Florida.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Back to James. Here's Batlle. Pass to Williams. Hands it with nobody near him. Williams has got 7 points.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
Horford, a screen on Williams. Horford, right side, to get back on track. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Hey, when you're as strong and as physical as Horford is, you're going to have to deal with physical defense. That's just part of the territory. On the flip side of that, though, you're going to have some and one opportunities, too.
That's good from Horford. And here is Williams. He has 7. Pass to Sanders. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
First personal foul. First team.
Here's Green. Still no points. Shot clock at 6. Dunleavy with a rebound. Gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Pass to Boozer with his first shot attempt. Jump shot is good that time.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Florida trails by 3. Now here's Horford. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Horford's got 9.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Pass to Sanders. And out of bounds. Florida will have it. And now looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here's a view of which teams last year got after it with their shot blocking.
One look at last season's shot blocking numbers, and it's clear that these are two squads that love to play the physical game down in the paint.
Now here's Green. Horford left side. The fader. And Florida again with a bucket.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Horford's gotten 5 shots to fall in 8 tries. Williams against Green. Pass to Sanders. Now James. 6 on the shot clock. Williams from long range. Rebound Florida. Now Green. Pass to Horford. Sanders with a rebound. Shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. Williams looking around. Here's Dunleavy. They set the pick. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
For Florida, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Pass to Brewer. Over Love. Shot is good by Brewer. And Florida leads by 3.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Williams on the wing. Here's Duhan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Sanders. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Florida.
Hey, we're locked into watching some old school basketball here, fellas. Working the post to start it out, playing inside out. Looks like a game plan from back in my time.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
And Horford powers it home.
Hey, this thing has gone way outside of the lines, fellas. I mean, Horford is going absolutely crazy. He's been unstoppable.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Williams. Pass to Sanders, right wing. Here's Duhan. No points yet. Sanders, no good. To the left side wing. Here's Brewer. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Fantastic athleticism from Brewer there. His arms that go forever, it seems, make it easy for him to dunk it down.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Pass to Love. Clock at 6. Lets it fly. Here's Boozer. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
And Horford gets it to go.
Well, you look at Horford's jump shot, and clearly it's not conventional. A little awkward and unorthodox, but that's not an issue when it goes in like it does.
Here's Williams, outside for Love. Pass to Sanders, shoots over Horford. Cash money from 16 feet away. Sanders has got 8. 26 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Hodge. No points so far. Down low. Horford can't hit. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And so it's Al Horford making things happen for Florida. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen from Florida, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Taking a look at Florida, we've got Mitchell, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard position.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Outside Mitchell. Cans it from the wing. And Florida leads by 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Oh, there's the alley.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Powell outside. Florida moving the ball around. With the fadeaway. Sanders with a rebound. If they score here, they're back in front.
And they've been waiting to retake this lead for a bit.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
They set a pick. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Spates. Lets it go. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Outside Love. Here's Sanders. Uses the glass on the layup. Sanders has got 8 points here in the quarter.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Florida making a switch here. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Humphries. No good on the 3. Gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. Here's Duhan. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
And that's as good a look as he's going to get. He's just got to shake that one off and keep it moving. Here's Hodge. He's scoreless.
screen by Horford. Clock at 4. Out to the right wing. And that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists now in this one.
Horford grabs the ball and immediately gets into a shot. You got to prepare with your feet and then be ready with your hand.
Counted. Sanders has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Pass to Horford. 14 feet away. Sanders with a rebound. Sanders has got 4 rebounds now.
Yes, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And it's Duhan missing. Florida trails by 4. High post Green. Horford, right side. Blocked! And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Green. Duhan with a rebound. Got 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Pass to Dunleavy. Here's Duhan. Green covering. And he dunks it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Well, Clark, for a while there, it looked like the center position might be going extinct. Not so fast, though.
Well, you've seen Embiid and Jokic win MVPs recently. It's a skills game for sure, but size always helps. Al Horford has demonstrated great leadership both on and off the floor throughout his career. A seasoned veteran, you love having him on your team.
Gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Here's Duhan. Yet to see a basket. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And Boozer, quite the efficient scorer, a banger in the post, who also has a very solid and reliable mid-range shot.
Pass to Brewer. And here's Horford. Horford, a screen on Williams. Green. James with the rebound.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Boozer. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Green. Here's Noah. Horford gets it done inside.
And that's Horford for you. I mean, that's what he does. He's a guy who brings toughness and great concentration to what he does in the paint.
He's gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Here's Williams. Back to James. Pass to Williams. 6 to shoot. The 3. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Green with the ball. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Horford. Yep, count it. Horford's got 22 points.
You know, Horford combines skill and power with experience and smarts, and that makes him hard to shut down in the paint.
Outside, Williams. Pass to James. Now here's Williams. Launches it. Rebound Florida. Noah's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside, Green. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
nothing like a wily vet, and Horford is certainly that. I mean, he knows exactly when and where to get his points.
And he can't hit the second.
Oh, just much more assertive offensively in the second quarter. He's putting pressure on this defense and earning trips to the line.
Outside, Williams. Pass to James. To the right side. Horford with the block.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Florida trails by 6.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the second period. Here's Noah, and that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got 4 assists now tonight.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Williams against Green. Williams misses. And it's Green with the ball for Florida. Trailing by 4. Their next game is at Paycom Center in Oklahoma City for a date with the Thunder. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. Hits the front of the rim and out. Gone 8 of 15 in the second. It's Williams, high post. Working on Green. Sanders, no good.
Poor defense for sure, but the offense was worse.
Outside, Green. Florida moving the ball around. And Horford gets it to go. Horford's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
A tight game here in Oklahoma City.
And you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
And Williams no good on that one. Florida trails by 4. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Horford outside. Pass to Noah. Outside, Green. The shot comes out. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up 4. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach J.J. Redick. What do your guys need to do to...
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hey folks, first off, let's take a look at the overall NBA schedule on tap for tonight. And just for a moment here, I was wondering, if you guys were playing in the league today, which current player would you most like to team up with?
That's tough, Ernie, but I gotta pick Wemby. Playing.
And now let's talk about that first half. What a battle it's been for the home team.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those starters are going to have different.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And you know, Al Horford has been really making it happen today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
They've got Williams. He's out there with James. And it's batlle in at the 4. That's the group for J.J. Redick getting going here in the second half.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And he comes up with a bucket. Horford's got 27.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Boy, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Williams against Green. Williams passes to Dunleavy. Unloads. It's good from the top of the key. Dunleavy's got his first points of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Back to Horford. Pass to Brewer. Boozer grabs the board.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he makes the first, but misses the second. Florida trails by 8. Pass to Green. To the paint. It's stolen by James. And Williams punches it home.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Here's Noah. Pass to Horford. Florida with another miss. Gone 3 of 3 in the second half. Here's Dunleavy. And a two-handed jam.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Now Horford. To halt the run. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Boy, it's hard to replace enthusiasm. It can take you so far, and the passion Noah plays with, hustling on the offensive glass, scrappy on the defensive end as well. He's fun to watch.
And out of bounds. Florida will have it. Florida trails by 10. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Williams against Green. Clock at 6. Got a hand on it.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Batlle passes to James. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Horford, right side. Shoots a fadeaway. And it's Batlle with a rebound.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Pass to James. Out to the wing. Here's Boozer. And Clark with the landmark decisions, opening the door to NIL revenue for athletes in college and even in high school. It's the wild, wild west for amateur basketball.
There's no question the landscape is chaotic, dizzying even. But they deserve a slice of that pie, and this is a long time coming. Kids have an opportunity to leverage their talent to get paid right now. And in some cases, begin the process of creating generational wealth before they even become of age to vote. That's a pretty powerful combination.
Florida with another miss. Gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Williams, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Florida trails by 14. Green with the ball. No made baskets yet. Pass to Brewer. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Green's got 6 assists now in the game. To the left wing. Back to Williams. James up top. Pass to Batlle. And there it is for him. Battier's got 5 points.
Any points Batlle gives you, I think, is found money. Shane is so good defensively, we forget about his offensive prowess.
And it's Green with the ball for Florida. It's a 14-point game. To the middle. Here's Brewer. And he gets the bucket.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Now Williams. He's got 15 to the wing, right side. Pass to James. And it's James with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Brewer, pass to Green. Florida moving the ball around. And here's Horford for 3. Boozer grabs the board. Boozer's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks. The league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, Horford isn't afraid to go old school and drop a shot there from mid-range.
Gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
So it's the home team now. Dunleavy passes to Williams. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Green, the pass to Brewer. Back to Green. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. No good with a layup.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Boozer misses. Florida trails by 14. Humphrey. That one drops for him. And here is Williams. 17 points in the game. And there's the drive. Here's Boozer. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Both shots good from the stripe. For Florida, they've gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
I don't care what the score is there, fellas. That's the play we'll remember from this game, clearly.
Boozer passes to Sanders. Here's Boozer. 13 points in the game. He's off on that one.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Takes it inside. Inside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. Over to the left wing. From 13, that's good on the jumper. So it's the home team now. 10-point lead. Here's Duhan. No points so far. To the middle. Fires top of the key. And Spates pulls it down.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And they pick up 2.
Assisted by
The third quarter comes to a close. Leading by 8. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Taking a look at Florida, we've got Al Horford, and it's Powell in at the 2-guard spot. And there's the turnover. Pass goes out of bounds.
Total mix-up right there. They need to get on the same page, in fact.
Shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Here's Simpson. The 3-ball. Rebound Florida. Horford's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Spates. To the paint. Horford can't hit. Here's Batlle. To the right side. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Here's Duhan. He buries it from 3. Duhan's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Hodge. With time running down on the shot clock.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack, but they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
Pass to Simpson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Florida trails by 11. Shoots from the block. It's not going to go for him. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And there's a pick. With the drive, out to the right wing. Misses the 3. For Florida, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Sanders with a rebound. Sanders has got 7 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Florida moving the ball around. Pass to Horford. And Horford powers it home.
Few bigs are better in the 2-man game than Al Horford. He can pop out for the shot, or he can roll to the rim, too, just like you saw there.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So both teams making some changes here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Horford passes to Brewer. To the inside. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
James outside. To the left side wing. They set the pick. Plenty of space. Batlle no good. And it's Green with the ball for Florida. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Down low. Here's Brewer. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
How about that screen by Noah?
Gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Out to the wing. Back to James. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. A nice shot by Batlle.
He's got that twitch. Batlle knew he had to get rid of it quickly, and he did.
Florida trails by 9. Horford left side.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for Florida, Al Horford, taking 2 shots.
That's good from Horford.
Al Horford is a really high IQ big guy. I mean, he also does a little bit of everything for this team. He's extremely valuable.
Good on both. Got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Batlle. Williams, a screen on Horford. Here's Batlle. No good with the triple. Florida trails by 7. Brewer, the pass to Green. Horford, right side. Oh, Horford wanting it more.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
James, outside. Here's Batlle. The three-pointer off the mark. For Florida, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Horford, a screen on Williams. Green, the pass to Horford. Williams grabs the board. Shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. Here's Dunleavy. Shoots from 12 and off the glass. That one's good.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
Pass to Horford. Boozer grabs the board. Boozer's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And he drives in, and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
When it comes to Batlle, he is a tough and proven perimeter defender. And also a pretty good scorer, too.
And that one misses. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
And that's surprising. He's usually automatic at the free throw line.
And yes, sir, it's the wide open J.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Now here's Williams. Here's Batlle. 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Oh, no good.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
James outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the wing, Williams. That one goes. Yes, sir.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Green with the ball. Now the pass to Horford. Oh, it's off. Shooting about 56% on this one. Ooh, rejected by Horford. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Such great timing, defensive awareness too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
It's a 5-point game. Four on the clock. Williams! 17-footer is in.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Horford.
You know, they say you can't run away from the DNA, and Al Horford's dad, Tito, played a little while in the NBA as well. You can see evidence of that in Al's game.
He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Horford hits them both.
Wow, coming through for his team at the line and cutting this down to a very tight game.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2. Williams.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
Florida calls timeout. They trail by 7. He's off from 3. Here's Batlle. Horford covering. Here's James. Here's Batlle. James outside. 5 on the clock. Williams fires. Buries it from outside.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.